How does Barron Trump have a whopping net worth of $80 million while still being a student? Move over struggling college students eating instant noodles and rationing their laundry quarters. There's a new benchmark for student wealth, and his name is Barron Trump. While most 18-year-olds are scraping together gas money and figuring out how to use a can opener, Barron is busy maintaining his multi-million-dollar empire. Because obviously, being rich is just in the DNA. It's as if he skipped the whole awkward teenage phase and went straight into being a business mogul in a designer suit. With Donald Trump's return to the White House, Barron Trump has stepped further into the public eye. At his father's recent inauguration, he showcased his charm, confidence, and an aura that seemed to say, "Yes, I know I'm rich, and yes, you're all fascinated." Some political analysts and overzealous Twitter users have even suggested that he could be a future president of the United States. Because let's be honest, if he can successfully navigate a 10,000 square foot mansion at 18, running a country should be a piece of cake. It's practically the same thing. One just involves a bit more gold plating. But Barron isn't just a political darling, he's a walking trust fund. Unlike the average college student who measures wealth by how many extra slices of cheese they can afford on a burger, Barron's bank account is bigger than the GDP of some small countries. And while other students stress over textbook costs, Barron's biggest worry is probably whether his personal chef remembered to import the right brand of caviar. The struggle is real when your biggest decision of the day is whether to take the private jet or the yacht to a weekend getaway. And let's not forget the emotional burden of wealth. While other students are crying over midterms, Barron is dealing with the crippling anxiety of choosing between his various luxury vehicles for the day. Lamborghini or Rolls-Royce, a real Sophie's choice. Plus, imagine the stress of deciding which of his multiple homes he should stay in over the weekend. While the average college freshman is stuck in a dorm the size of a shoebox, Barron is wandering through a mansion, wondering why the Wi-Fi doesn't quite reach the West Wing. Talk about a first world problem. Barron Trump's net worth. The $80 million teen, according to National World, Barron Trump has a net worth of $80 million. That's right, $80 million. While most college students are mastering the art of making a $5 bill last a week, Barron is out here contemplating which mansion he should visit for the weekend. Should he relax by the infinity pool in Palm Beach or ride horses in Bedminster? Life is just so full of tough choices. His impressive wealth comes from family assets and trust funds set up by his father, Donald Trump. Because nothing says welcome to adulthood like a personal fortune big enough to buy an island. Among his properties is a modest 10,000 square foot mansion in Palm Beach, Florida, worth a cool $11 million. Just in case that's not enough space for his collection of designer sneakers, he also owns a sprawling 30-acre estate in Bedminster, New Jersey, valued at $19 million. You know, just a little getaway spot for when New York gets too commonerish. And let's not overlook his private security, personal chefs, and financial advisors who are surely working around the clock to ensure he never has to experience the horror of standing in line at a cafeteria. While the average student is budgeting how many ramen packets they can afford for the month, Barron is likely consulting with an elite team of investors about the stock market's latest fluctuations. Should I invest in cryptocurrency or just buy my own bank? A very real dilemma. Barron doesn't just own properties. He has the luxury of choosing which luxury property best suits his mood for the week. Feel like taking a break from school? Fly to the Palm Beach mansion? Need some fresh air? Head to the Bedminster estate. Meanwhile, the average college student is struggling to find a dorm with air conditioning. Oh, and if that's not enough, Barron will also inherit a sizable chunk of his father's fortune. According to Mary Jordan's book, The Art of Her Deal, Melania Trump made sure to renegotiate her prenup to ensure Barron gets his fair share of the Trump billions. Because when your family fights over inheritance, it's better to be the one with the prenup power play. After all, there's nothing more American than securing generational wealth before you even know how to do your own taxes. Barron Trump's business ventures. Like father, like son, most freshmen in college are just trying to figure out what major will allow them to graduate without crying. Barron, however, is already eyeing his first business venture. Unsurprisingly, He's stepping into real estate. Because when your father owns towers with his name on them, flipping houses probably seems like child's play. Some reports even claim that he has investments in major companies like Amazon and Alphabet. Meanwhile, the rest of Gen Z is out here trying to afford a Netflix subscription. Let's not forget that the Trump family's idea of a starter business is a little different from the norm. While regular folks might set up a lemonade stand, a Trump heirs version probably includes securing a prime location on Wall Street and negotiating with a team of attorneys before recess. When your last name is Trump, entrepreneurship isn't about starting small. It's about starting big and reminding everyone that you were never actually small to begin with. Even beyond real estate, Barron is rumored to be dabbling in tech startups, luxury branding, and possibly an exclusive social club for other rich kids who have never had to experience the pain of overdrafting a checking account. It's only a matter of time before Barron is offering business advice to his peers, explaining the importance of having a diversified investment portfolio while they're just trying to figure out how to split the cost of a pizza. A life of privilege and power. But being fabulously wealthy isn't all sunshine and private jets. It comes with its own set of struggles. Have you ever tried choosing the right designer tuxedo for a gala at 18? The pressure is immense. And what about deciding which five-star resort to vacation at? You can't just guess. You need a financial advisor to sort through your options. Barron also has the burden of navigating public attention. Unlike other students who can roll out of bed and stumble into class in pajamas, Barron's every move is analyzed. Did he wear the wrong shade of navy? Did his Rolex match his shoes? The stakes are high when you're America's richest student. Who is the richest Trump sibling? Of course, in the grand scheme of Trump wealth, Barron's net worth is just a warm-up. When it comes to Trump's offspring, he's got some serious competition. While Barron may not be the richest Trump just yet, let's give him some time. He's only 18. At this rate, by the time he graduates, he might own a space station or, at the very least, his own social media platform. Trump talk, anyone? In the meantime, the rest of us will continue living our humble lives, wondering if we can splurge on extra guac without going over budget. Because if Barron Trump has taught us anything, it's that being a college student doesn't mean you have to be broke. It just means you need to be born into the right family. So next time you're stressing about tuition, just remember, somewhere out there, Barron Trump is probably deciding whether he wants to buy another mansion or just remodel the ones he already owns. In conclusion, so what have we learned from Barron Trump's life of unimaginable wealth and privilege? First, it's clear that some teenagers are just built differently. While most are scraping by on allowance money and part-time jobs, Barron is deciding which mansion has the best ocean view. He's got business ventures before most people get their first credit card. And his idea of a financial crisis is probably when the market dips just enough to make his investments mildly inconvenient. If nothing else, Barron Trump proves that the easiest way to become an ultra-rich college student is to be born into the right family. While the rest of us are budgeting for coffee, Barron is contemplating the pros and cons of space travel investments. If that doesn't motivate you to start a side hustle, I don't know what will.